percent of the time. So the Warriors will look to close out the Rockets Wednesday night. Ooh, they have that game right here in NBC Sports Bay Area. Welcome to Toyota Warriors post-game live with the Hall of Famer Chris Woolen, the pride of Yale, Z Decatur, and the NBA champion Festus Ezeli. I am Vontae Hill. Wow, I'm going to need a nap after that one, Fezzy.
Vontae, that was a game. That's a playoff game right there. A lot on the line for both teams. For the Warriors, trying to maintain home court advantage. And for the Houston Rockets, you do not want to go back to Houston down 3-1. And so you got their best punch. The Houston Rockets shot their best offensive numbers for the series. 50% from the field, 50% from three. And this was all game long until the last 2 minutes of the game. I love that from Draymond right there because this game was won in the margins. And when it comes down to it, you have Draymond Green one-on-one with Alperen Sengun. You have Fred VanVleet for the shot. It comes down to experience, and being in this position, the Warriors feel very comfortable, and it's very, very good to see Jimmy Butler back in the lineup.
Give credit to Draymond Green for even being on the floor for that play. We came into the second half thinking, Draymond Green has got 4 fouls. Will he be able to stay on the floor for the remainder of this game with as physical and how chippy it was? And he was able to shut down that moment. But you talk about just the moment. Doesn't it feel like it was hours ago that first scrum happened? Like, it's been 3 hours of this back and forth between these two teams, and it's just been a lot of fun watching both.
Great NBA playoff game, some tremendous performances. Jimmy Butler was incredible in the second half. You know, he was laboring all night long, but he put up some incredible numbers. Pods was great all night. Steph, you know, had his moments. I thought Buddy Hield made some huge shots. QP off the bench. So it was just a total team effort. And the Rockets, you know, you got to give them their credit. I mean, this was an offensive explosion for both teams in this series. Both teams going over 100 points for the first time. Sengun was really good. Fred VanVleet had a flashback. He thought he was in Oracle Arena with the Raptors. He was amazing, but just not enough at the end there. As Fezzi said, I thought the experience showed up. Draymond played great one-on-one defense. I thought Sengun got a decent shot, but Draymond was smart, contested, didn't foul, and Jimmy got the rebound and closed it out.
Well, Jimmy Butler, 12 of 12 from the free throw line, 23 of his 27 coming in the second half. Obviously laboring there with the pelvic contusion. Brandon Pajitsky, playoff career high, 26. But let's pick up the crunch time tape at the 3:30 mark of the fourth quarter. This was back and forth. Nip Tucker's Warriors lead. This was part of a 7-0 run, Molly.
12. Yep. I mean, I'll use the word that Festus used when we were just talking about him in the fourth quarter. Gamer. Straight gamer.
Well, Molly, the difference in this game could be the free throws. The Rockets missed 12 free throws. They go 19 of 31. The Dubs go 20 of 22 from the charity stripe.
Yeah, so the 3 losses, the Rockets have shot 55%, 58%, and tonight they went 19 of 31 from the free throw line, so that's a huge factor. I also thought in the second half, you know, the Warriors had 17 points off turnovers in the first half, just 3 in the second half. Took better care of the basketball. The Rockets were playing kind of that matchup zone, and whether it be Pods, Jimmy, they were driving that zone, getting deep into that paint. Scoring, getting to the free throw line, more importantly, open up some nice looks for Buddy Hield. I thought Pods was incredible. He had a huge game.
Yeah, let's bring up the Pods tape here because he had a playoff career high 26 points, and he's not afraid of the moment when the lights get bright.
The thing is, if you looked at Pods' tape from the first quarter, particularly the way that pesky defense, Fred VanVleet was slathered on him on defense, Pods cleaned it up. He had 2 early turnovers, and then after that, it was like, hold on, I'm with the big boys. Let me rock the way I know how to rock. As he said, I'm built for this, and you saw him consistently get to his spots. Pods moving as the ball was moving across the floor. You saw
Pods hit 2 threes early in the game, and it was on and popping from there. He had 4 offensive rebounds, so that shows you the level of intention coming into this game. He was going to be the aggressor. Games like this are won by role players because the Houston Rockets game plan is get the ball out of Steph Curry's hands. And when you do that, now you're depending on Pods, you're depending on Moses Moody, Buddy Hield, you're depending on Jimmy Butler, and having Jimmy be a guy who is a playmaker is so important because you can't play one-on-one against Jimmy. But then, so now he's kicking the ball out to the 3-point line, to Pods, to Buddy Hield, and these guys are hitting shots. I thought that's what made the Houston Rockets defense pay.
Yeah, I thought his offense was great, made some huge threes, had some nice runners, but I thought that block on VanVleet was a huge play. He was beat. VanVleet was into getting ready to shoot a nice little floater. That was a huge block. Fezzi, what'd you have for his over and under, more or less?
You said 25? Was 20 or 22? 22 over.
Okay.
Over.
He went,
Paz,
he went
don't make me a
over.
liar.
He had a block and a charge. So
And
congratulations.
Two charges.
There you go,
Got two charges
Just
there.
like Mark Jackson used to say, don't make me a liar.
The Warriors improved to 46-5 on the season, win leading after 3 quarters of play. Now, I know they only had a 2-point lead at the third quarter, but that stat holds true. On the other side, we got a lot of fun coming up here. Baron Davis is in the
Ai tặng cho con một thơm gì? Tại thằng Đốc, tại em Đốc ngoan quá nên con cho nó ăn thế. Ô, đó là mày đâu?
Chào tất cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn là vòng ngay của mình sẽ có là kính. Bây giờ mình sẽ bắt là
Mày đập lại nha.
này đọc lại là
Không có dẫn bất trẻ này, bây giờ đi ăn đây.
Đeo hả? Đeo hả?
Tấm thạch.
đây này thì anh Ngô làm cái thành viên của người ta này.
Thạch thì có chút ngọt đấy ạ.
Cần mua mua chè thái làm thạch có khi ăn còn dễ ăn thơm.
Đúng rồi.
Rồi nước nó uống cũng ngon thơm.
Chơi này chị thích cái thạch. Thạch của ngói sách là trái á.
Con chó làm đấy nó giờ nhóm cổ ấy.
Thôi kệ, tao không chơi.
Đặt thêm cái vào nhóm đi.
Thế mà nó không vào đâu. Không vào đâu.
Mày thêm chưa?
Thêm cả vào.
Nhưng mà mày thêm chưa?
Chưa.
Ê.
Kiểu gì cũng vào đâu, cứ mày đi. Thử xem, biết.
Chắc chắn mày với chị Cược không nó vào chắc chắn.
Thế mà đấy chị dụ dỗ nó nhắn tin
Chị
gì?
không. Hai chị em mình chơi sòng phẳng.
À. Mình lại có cái vấn đề như sòng phẳng này rồi.
Gần tôi chẳng chờ đợi.
Em theo chưa?
Em đã được người
Nó về nó lên tàu rồi.
tình yêu anh vẫn thế.
Quay nó đi.
Em ăn á.
Làm gì?
Vắt thằng Đốc mẹ nhào cái gì?
Mình được 20.000 không biết làm gì.
Thầy Thái này mà nó
Giờ làm cũng 15.000 hay sao mà. Tự nhiên giờ nối nhẹ từ chị Quỳnh sang mình nối nhẹ.
Nối nghề à?
Ô! Xin lỗi ơi, anh kia mua cái này đâu đấy?
Bạn.
Mua cái này đâu đấy?
Ai biết. Cái đấy có lâu rồi mà.
Vâng, cái này là cái mới này. À, cũ à?
Rồi à, từ hôm chị quay đã có rồi.
Ta muốn mua cái như thế này.
Mua lên Shopee mà mua.
Ai lên cho Shopee mua.
Trời.
Im đây, có tô trong cái video này.
Và thạch cái màu xanh luôn em. Có nó.
Nhé nó cũng kẹt một như thế này. Bà nó là cho nó vào.
Bà vào đây á.